So ironically enough, normally when I start a video off and I'm talking about Chris Canty, there isn't anything logical being said. It's usually just a bunch of idiotic takes and stupid takes. And for the most part, there's one take on this that I think is very stupid. And I will say, I agree. I don't agree. My bad. I will say this is a take I have seen across the league from a lot of different fans and some analysts as well. So these are the three things he said. He's happy for T and Chase. He believes they fully deserve the contracts they got, which is a good take. I think that's a pretty good take. He said this is a fascinating experiment the Bengals are taking with overall roster building, which is go heavy on offense and just kind of piss away the defense, right? Kind of his summary of his words. And then this one. And I really freaking hate this one. And I know that some people in the comment section are going to disagree with me and they're going to say, no, they actually do agree with this take. I don't. Joe Burrow is no longer able to have the crutch of not having a good defense of why he can't win. And I understand, yes, we spent a lot of money on offense. We did, 100%. But how is it Joe Burrow's fault that we can't draft well? How is it Joe Burrow's fault that the Bengals can't negotiate contracts well to get some of these, younger talents on our squad from free agency? Why is it Joe Burrow's fault that Jesse Bates left in free agency? Why is it Joe Burrow's fault the front office didn't bring back DJ Reader? Why is it Joe Burrow's fault that we can't develop talent because we finally fixed our positional coaches, but over the last set amount of year, our positional coaches were not that good? I hate this motto of, well, now that Joe Burrow has 2-star receivers, he can't make any excuses. So because we have 2-star receivers now, it just automatically means that the front office doesn't have to continue trying to make the defense better. And I understand the motto is, well, you can't go out there and spend all this money on defense, which obviously was our sore spot last year, and I agree with that. But at the same time, it's like, just because that happens, just because we spend a lot of money on offense, doesn't mean there's just a pass on defense. We're going to draft probably 6 new defenders this upcoming draft, right? It's the front office's job to develop those 6 defenders into being good players. It's the front office job to select the correct 6 defenders. Is it Joe Burrow's fault that they select 6 busts? No. Is it Joe Burrow's fault if they go ahead and, the guys that they have on the roster, they don't re-sign and bring back? No. I understand that, yes, now if the offense struggles and the offense is a problem, right? We can't move the ball. We can't do anything. Even that, I would say a little bit is going to be on Zach Taylor's play calling because it can be sus from time to time. But even then, yes, I will give you that you can blame Joe for. Not having a good defense has nothing to do with Joe Burrow. And I know you might say, well, Joe wanted to keep T. Joe wanted to keep Chase. Joe told the front office he wanted to keep these guys. He also said he wanted to keep Trey Hendrickson, which we'll see how that ends up turning out. But Joe, yes, he wanted to keep these star players. And yes, we're investing a lot of money in these star players on offense. But it doesn't give a pass to the front office not to draft and develop players. It's not Joe's fault if the front office can't put together at least a decent defense through the draft. Because yes, free agency is great, but you can't win by going through free agency. You have to win by utilizing the draft. You have to draft young talent that you develop into good players. That's how you're able to do these things. That's how you're able to pay Chase that money or T that money, is by having a group of players on defense that are young, developing, getting better, and truly showing how good they are and not costing you an arm and a leg. Right now, Josh Newton, DJ Turner, Miles Murphy, Chris Jenkins, McKinley Jackson, Moma Jamita. The list goes on and on. These guys are not costing us much money at all. And the reason why is because they're draft picks. If those guys go out there and become superstars and get developed correctly and become great players, we won't have a defensive problem. If Miles Murphy becomes a top edge rusher along the opposite side of Trey Hendrickson, Moma continues to get better and he becomes a starting linebacker, right? DJ Turner becomes a shutdown corner. Dax Hill, obviously another option here. We're talking about young guy. All these guys develop and work out, then that's a great defense. But if they don't, is it Joe Burrow's fault because we paid offense? No, it's not his fault. Again, like I said, I understand we're allocating a lot of resources to the offense, and that's what Joe wants, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't give an excuse for the front office not to develop defense and not to take defense and try to be good with them. The Eagles paid their star receivers, 2 star receivers, not obviously less money than what we paid T and Chase, but they paid them a crap ton of money. They paid their quarterback a crap ton of money. They paid their running back a crap ton of money. And you know what the Eagles do? They have 20 draft picks over the next 2 years. What they do is they sign players, get compensatory picks. They let some of the big players go, not all, but some of them, because they have guys behind them that can step up and become starters because they develop them. It's, again, I don't like this idea because what you're doing is taking away you're giving an excuse to the front office not to develop this defense, and it's stupid. Okay? I'm sorry, but it's stupid. Like, I know Chris Canty gave this opinion, but a lot of people have this opinion too, and I disagree with it greatly. It's not Joe's fault the front office can't do their job. Okay? Yes, we spent a lot of money on offense, and we had the best offense in the league last year. We're probably going to have the best offense in the league this year. It's funny, though, because at the same time, you say... This mindset is so funny to me. There's no excuse. We don't put money on the offensive line. We don't even protect Joe Burrow. Oh, there's no excuse why he shouldn't make the playoffs. Yeah, his excuse is we don't protect Joe Burrow on the offensive line. We don't develop defense and let go every single top defender we have. And I get it. We can't pay every single defender because we're paying so much money on offense. But we let go of a lot. We let go of a lot. And that is not a problem of Joe Burrow. Like, again, you know how much less money right now Jamar Chase and T. Higgins would have cost us if the front office would have negotiated contracts and got them done last year? You know how much less money we'd have to pay right now if Trey Hendrickson got a contract done last year? Is that Joe's fault? Did Joe tell the front office, hey guys, let's wait a year. Let's wait a year to sign these guys? No, he didn't. It's not Joe's fault. Joe's job is to go out there and score touchdowns. That's his job. He has top 2 receivers. He's going to go out there and score touchdowns. He did it last year, the whole entire year. Is it Joe's fault that the whole team wasn't ready to go the first 3 weeks of the season, and we started off slow for the last 3 years? Is it his fault, or is it Zach Taylor's fault, or is it the coaching fault? We can go down this rabbit hole as much as we want to. Joe is on this team, and yes, he does share some responsibility when it comes to, again, you know, starting off the season slow or this, that. But I hate this. Oh, well, you don't want to give him a crutch. Don't give him the crutch. That's stupid. It's stupid talk. Come on now. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Peace out.